To one who has faith, no explanation is necessary. To one without faith, no explanation is possible. 3 things are necessary for the salvation of man: to know what he ought to believe, to know what he ought to desire, and to know what he ought to do. Faith has to do with things that are not seen, and hope with things that are not at hand. The truth of our faith becomes a matter of ridicule among the infidels if any Catholic, not gifted with the necessary scientific learning, presents as dogma what scientific scrutiny shows to be false. Because we cannot know what God is, but only what he is not. We cannot consider how he is, but only how he is not. How can we live in harmony? First, we need to know we are all madly in love with the same God. If then you are looking for the way by which you should go, take Christ because he himself is the way. Reason in man is rather like God in the world. It is necessary to posit something which is necessary of itself, and has no cause of its necessity outside of itself, but is the cause of necessity in other things. And all people call this thing God. The knowledge of God is the cause of things. For the knowledge of God is to all creatures what the knowledge of the artificer is to things made by his art. There is nothing on this earth more to be prized than true friendship. Love takes up where knowledge leaves off. Friendship is the source of the greatest pleasures, and without friends even the most agreeable pursuits become tedious. Well-ordered self-love is right and natural. Love is a binding force, by which another is joined to me and cherished by myself. Love must precede hatred, and nothing is hated save through being contrary to a suitable thing which is loved. And hence it is that every hatred is caused by love. Moral science is better occupied when treating of friendship than of justice. Love follows knowledge. The study of truth requires a considerable effort, which is why few are willing to undertake it out of love of knowledge. The happy man in this life needs friends. We can't have full knowledge all at once. We must start by believing. Then afterward we may be led on to master the evidence for ourselves. Man should not consider his material possession his own, but as common to all, so as to share them without hesitation when others are in need. Happiness is secured through virtue. It is a good attained by man's own will. The things that we love tell us what we are. All the efforts of the human mind cannot exhaust the essence of a single fly. The highest manifestation of life consists in this, that a being governs its own actions. A thing which is always subject to the direction of another is somewhat of a dead thing. Temperance is simply a disposition of the mind which binds the passion. Better to illuminate than merely to shine, to deliver to others contemplated truths than merely to contemplate. A man has free choice to the extent that he is rational. Law is nothing other than a certain ordinance of reason for the common good, promulgated by the person who has the care of the community.